Welcome to the AI for Oklahoma Classrooms podcast, a production of the Oklahoma State Department of Education's Office of AI and Digital Learning. I'm your host, Dr. Karen Leonard. I'm so glad you're here. We're starting this journey because we believe in the power of Oklahoma teachers. We know the passion you bring to your students, but we also know that Sunday night feeling, the mountain of grading, and the 3 different lesson plans you need for Monday morning. AI isn't here to replace the magic you bring to your classroom. It's here to be your ultimate teaching partner, helping you clear the busy work so you can get your weekends back and focus on what you love doing most, teaching. In our last episode, we looked at how to act as a modification maestro, leveraging AI to instantly adjust the complexity of a single reading passage across 5 different reading levels so every student can access the same core content at their level. Today, we're shifting our focus from how we use AI to design content to how our students interact with it. We're diving into how to establish AI as a Socratic tutor, moving our classrooms away from the hunt for fast answers and toward a focus on deep process. Before allowing students to interact with AI, ensure you've addressed key safeguards. Confirm the student age appropriateness, vet tool approval with your school's IT department, and obtain parent permission. Once these and possibly other district-created criteria are met, students may begin using the tool. When generative tools first landed in education, a lot of the initial anxiety centered around cheating. Students using chatbots to spit out completed essays or instant homework answers. But if we only focus on blocking the tool, we miss a profound opportunity to build true student agency. We want to guide our students to shift away from treating AI as a passive shortcut and instead view it as an internal assistant, one that needs oversight, verification, and strong leadership. The secret to this shift lies in changing the prompt parameters from a generator to a tutor. Instead of allowing a chatbot to simply do the thinking for them, we can explicitly teach students to demand a process. We can introduce them to what I call the "don't tell me" framework. Students can learn to input a prompt like, "I'm trying to solve this problem. Do not give me the direct answer, but ask me leading questions to help me figure it out step by step on my own." Suddenly, the technology shifts from a passive answer generator into a 24/7 interactive coach that builds academic persistence. It supports the student's own critical thinking rather than replacing it. It gives them a safe space to test ideas, make mistakes, and navigate a problem at their own individual speed. Teaching this approach requires us to show students that their own brain is always the ultimate boss. Because AI operates as a pattern matcher rather than an engine of absolute truth, it prioritizes sounding right over being right. It doesn't understand facts the way humans do, and it can easily slide into a hallucination. By positioning students as active editors and moral navigators, they learn that verification is an essential skill. They take full responsibility for checking every single claim the tutor makes. They must learn to constantly apply human judgment, deciding if the AI hints are genuinely logical or if they're leading them down the wrong path. This actively refines their prompt engineering skills, turning clear communication into a tool for self-directed learning. For our educators in smaller or rural Oklahoma districts, this strategy is an incredible lifesaver. You cannot physically sit next to every single student for an entire hour to guide them through a struggle. By transforming AI into a Socratic tutor, you've effectively given every student a personalized co-teacher that never runs out of patience. While the tool manages the repetitive scaffolding and provides initial hints, you gain back the mental energy to focus on the genuine human collaboration your students rely on. You're free to move around the room, targeting individual misconceptions and providing the deep emotional encouragement that no machine can ever replicate. At the end of every episode, we end with a tomorrow morning test. One specific, actionable AI win you can use in your classroom the very next day. I call this one the Socratic switch prompt. First, identify a multi-step problem, a writing prompt, or a concept your students will be working on independently tomorrow. Write this specific prompt template on your board or drop it into your learning management system. I am a grade level student learning content. Act as a Socratic tutor. Do not give me the answer or write for me. Ask me one leading question at a time to help me solve, and then insert the problem here. Have your students use this constraint during their independent practice. You'll watch them move from passive computer users to active navigators of their own learning, giving them deeper ownership of the material. Well, that's it for this episode. You're now helping your students shift from the computer said it, so it's true, to the AI suggested this, let me verify and improve it. In our next episode, we're diving back into the curriculum world by looking at the science storyteller, exploring how to use AI to generate highly engaging, kid-friendly analogies for abstract scientific concepts to help bridge the gap between heavy jargon and real understanding. Thank you for joining me for this episode of AI for Oklahoma Classrooms, brought to you by the OSDE's Office of AI and Digital Learning. If you found today's episode helpful, please share it with a colleague who could use a little more time back in their day. Remember this: AI lightens the load. You bring the heart, the expertise, and make the impact in your classroom. See you next time.